Simon had the pleasure very recently of meeting the Pet Shop Boys. Yeah, icons, yeah. These two men have straddled the charts for over 20 years. One was once the editor of Smash Hits, the other was his mate. They've released 35 singles, 4 of them #1s. They've done a movie, written a West End musical, and now have a best-of album out.
Miracles happen when you're around.
Pet Shop Boys, welcome to the show.
Hello.
How are you both? You're all right?
We're very well. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right.
Have you had enough sleep?
3 hours.
Where were you last night then?
Oh, I was just dancing, you know.
It's a long story.
So you've been going for like 20 years almost now.
Sort of, yeah. We made our first record 20 years ago.
Well, you've got a best of out.
Yeah.
So what we thought we'd do is go through not just the best of your music, but the best of your lives and your career.
Clever concept.
Oh, yeah. Okay, first up. Best lie you have ever told?
When we first started, we used to interview some magazines like Just 17, when we were teen pin-ups, and they said to Chris, how old are you? And he said 17. So I said I was 21, and we were slightly older than that.
How much older?
I was about 10 years older.
Best review you've had?
Difficult to remember reviews.
Or worst, either will do.
The most horrible thing ever said about us was said about someone we actually know now, is Bobby Gillespie from Primal Scream, who said, better to be a dead Sid Vicious than a live Pet Shop Boy.
Ooh. Best show business advice you've been given?
Oh, I know the best show business advice. When Ian McKellen told us this, when you're having your picture taken at a party, for instance, for OK Magazine, one of those kind of things, you must always stand on the right-hand side, and then it says Neil Tennant with.
Oh.
Well, my advice would be don't get in the picture.
I know yours would be, but that's not good show business advice.
No.
Okay, best diva you have met?
Well, we've worked with a couple. We've worked with Dusty Springfield, she was quite, and Liza Minnelli.
Who was better?
Who was the biggest diva?
Yeah.
Dusty was more of a diva.
Yeah.
In that, the studio would be slightly tense when she was there. And she had a reputation for being very difficult, although actually she never really was, but it sort of gave it more of a diva-ish edge.
Best video of yours?
Being
Explanation for Liza's wedding to David Guest.
We were asked to perform at that, and David Guest said to me, I can say that now that they're getting divorced, he said, and the whole show's going to end with you guys and Liza singing Losing My Mind. And I just thought it was very odd thought that the highlight of your wedding would be where you sing a song that goes, it's like I'm losing my mind.
Best reason to hate Sting?
Oh.
I thought you might have one.
I can't hate Sting because we both went to the same school.
Okay.
The other thing is, I've got a hand to Sting. In 1983, I was waiting for Smash Hits, and they asked me to go to New York to interview the Police who were playing at Shea Stadium. And while in New York to do that, I met this producer called Bobby O, and I played him one of our demo tapes, and he said, oh, let's make a record. And that was the record that was our first recording 20 years ago.
Best ofs.
Okay.
Just a final thing.
Yeah.
Of the following 4 ladies, as you've worked with ladies in the past who sing, which would you like to work with in the future?
Okay.
Missy Elliott, Dido, Christina Aguilera, Nelly Furtado.
Missy Elliott.
Okay. Why?
She's great, isn't she?
That'll do.
It'd be a good video as well.
Well, thank you very much. I think we've covered everything.
Thank you.
Is there anything we missed out? I mean, there was 20 years to cover there. I don't know if we got it all in.
I think actually you touched on most of the best bits.
Okay.
And some of the worst bits.
Sensitive subjects.
Yes.
Good. Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
It's been a pleasure.
Lovely.
Excellent.